Why are we being silent?
Because, man, this is a reverent movie. Free State of Jones.
Now I get it.
What?
Now I get why you did the silent thing.
What?
The whole moment of silence.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said, I'm sorry.
Free State of Jones.
Free State of Jones. Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey.
Excellent actor.
He is.
He did not disappoint in this movie.
We watched this movie. It is a dramatic movie.
It was a very dramatic, long movie.
Gets you in the feels.
It does. Like right off the bat with that kid.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the beginning. Let's kind of give it a little synopsis. It is the Civil War.
Yep.
Matthew McConaughey is it looks like he's like a field doctor or something.
Yeah.
Like he gets the bodies and brings them back to the doctor.
Right.
Well, he finds out that I guess his I don't know. He said his kin. Doesn't sound like it's his son or anything.
He keeps saying Ken throughout the movie.
I mean, I guess they all kind of said that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was his son or like his nephew or something, but somebody in his
Right.
family comes and he's like a kid. He's like maybe 15 or something. And Matthew McConaughey's like, all right, well, I'm going to take care of you and we're going to get out of the fight. Well, they get dragged into the fight. Kid gets shot. He pulls him back and, the kid dies right there. And he kind of decides that he's going to leave the Confederacy because he doesn't want to fight for their kind of stuff.
Right.
He heads back. Then he finds out that the Confederate soldiers are taking like food and items from farm families, and he decides to start a revolt.
Rebellion.
And he finds some escaped slaves.
Yeah.
And they kind of make this this community and start fighting back, and they build up all this stuff. So it's basically the story of this man.
Yeah.
So
his evolution.
What did you come out of the movie thinking about?
I didn't hate the movie. I didn't hate it. I just thought it was one of those like you're in a classroom and you're learning like a history lesson about what?
What's wrong with it?
No, nothing's wrong with that. I was just saying it's one of those films where you learn about your history. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
It was good.
It's another one of those history movies that really make you think about where we've come.
Yeah.
And where we are now opposed to where we were.
Right.
And the horrible things that had been happening. I mean, horrible things still happen today. Bad things happen these days, but I mean, the things that happened back then were freaking horrific.
Obviously more dramatic.
Terrible. So it kind of puts a good perspective on it. Like the last movie that did that for me was like 12 Years a Slave. That movie get you right here, man.
Yeah.
Anytime there's like a son or something involved, like what was his name? Moses in the movie. Moses.
Man.
He was one of my favorite characters.
He was a
really cool guy. And he has a son, and his son is kidnapped and basically sold back into slavery because of this bullshit law that the Democratic Party in the South made. That was like, it wasn't called a slave, but it was called an apprentice or something.
Yeah, something.
Well, they go, stuff like that where he's going back to save his son. Like that stuff gets me because I have a son. It gets me in those places like that.
Yeah.
It was really good. I thought it was very interesting.
It was long, maybe, but it was good.
It was definitely very long. It was. I don't even know. I don't know the exact specific, but it was like 3 hours long. It's got to be.
It's something like that.
3 hours long. But there were several good performances in it. Matthew McConaughey.
This movie's gonna win some Oscars.
Oh, for sure. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be
very surprised.
I'm gonna be surprised.
Yeah.
But I mean, these kinds of like slavery movies and stuff usually kind of do. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just like feel bad about it. Maybe not all of them are good, but they always seem to get them. But some of them are really good, like 12 Years a Slave, great movie. And then this movie is so great. The performances in it. I don't know what the name of the guy that plays Moses, but he was really good.
Yeah, he was.
He was really
from start to finish.
Yeah, from the first time you meet him to the last time. And the love interest, what her name was, I forgot what her name was.
There's two of them.
One was his wife, one was the actual love interest.
Overall, I liked it. I wouldn't probably watch it again. but I mean, overall, it's Oscar worthy. Matthew McConaughey is always excellent actor.
Yeah, he's really great.
The whole trial that was going on.
Yeah, they kind of sneak in that. It was like, what was it? 85 years in the future.
Yeah.
Which was like the 50s or something.
Yep.
And it was still in Mississippi, and
it was still about slavery and crap like that.
Well, yes, like segregation.
Yeah, it was like what, his son, grandson?
Well, it's not his son. It was a
grandson.
It's gotta be like his great grandson or something.
Something like that. Trying to get married.
Yeah, like he got married to a white woman, and he looks like he's white, but he's got a little bit of
black in him.
Black. He's like, they said like
a 1/10,
1/8 or something, something like that.
Like
something
that.
stupid small, and then that like qualifies him as a colored man. So it's illegal for them to get married, and there's like this every once in a while it kind of cuts back to that story of his great grandson. It's kind of a cool idea. I had no clue it was going to do that, and whenever they first went back, I was like, oh, it's kind of cool. It shows kind of what, you know, even though he fought for what he fought for, it's still kind of
continuing down his kin.
His kin. Like you said, probably wouldn't watch it again.
Right.
But that's kind of like these movies. Like, I don't really want to watch 12 Years a Slave again, but I'm glad that I did watch it.
Yeah.
You know, because it
educates you.
It's a good educational. I mean, it is a movie, so I'm sure a lot of it is kind of, you know,
added on, but
not accurate. But
the premise,
it was still, the idea of it, and I'm sure a lot of the points were real. Yeah. It was kind of a cool thing to watch.
I agree.
That was what we thought of the movie. We don't just do comic-y movies and fun.
We do all movies.
We do all kinds of movies. So any movie comes out, we're gonna watch it. So,
like it if you liked it.
But if you didn't,
subscribe below.